Hey everybody, welcome back to microbeerreviews.com. Alright, brand new brewery out of Charlotte, North Carolina for us. They're not brand new for what they've been doing, but this is the Unknown Brewing Company, unknownbrewing.com. This is their IPA. Comes in this very cool black can with this question mark full of hops. It says, if you're not living on the edge, you're taking up too much space. I love that. This 12-ounce hoppy American goodness should be carried with you on your greatest adventures. So I read a little bit about this brewery. They're big into the outdoors, cycling. They do some pretty cool things, but it says, we've never been to India and neither has this beer. We believe the American style has changed with an IPA. More hops, more grains, more flavor. This is a true American IPA. Over the edge, takes a great balance of 5 different grains and it ramps up with this West Coast style hop poured in the shadow of the Cascades. We use these hops in 7 different additions to this creation, and the creation during the adventure from the beginning sip all the way to the burp. That is one of the most creative descriptions I've seen in a long time. This is a beer that has a blood orange color, thick white head, starts off with a great hoppy aroma, malt sweetness followed by citrus orange, full-bodied flavor, finished with a clean, piney, and cascade aroma. This is what an IPA should do. This beer not only will show you what an American IPA is, it will take you over the edge. 6.9% ABVs. I don't remember what the IBUs are, but I believe they were in the 60s, if my memory serves me correct. Kind of what's been going on with this East Coast, West Coast thing before we break it open is, West Coast started the IPA, East Coast is now kind of, I don't want to say taking over, but giving a very good run and kind of creating their own thing. So Cascade hops here, 5 different grains, so it should have a lot of flavor to it. I love the description of the blood orange color and the white head. I love also when beers are in cans these days, it is exactly how they should be distributed. So I got this as a gift. So thank you. And I have never had it. It's the only one I've ever had. I have no idea what it costs for a 6-pack. I'm guessing probably $12. So here's that blood orange. It's not filtered at all. It is extremely hazy. There's no residue, but it is cloudy as cloudy can be. The head is white, but it's very, very thin, which isn't a problem, but that is definitely one cloudy, murky IPA. It's very, very tropical. It's very orangey and tangerine-y. It's got a lot of... It smells really good, actually. It's very sweet. Hence, probably a lot of what you're seeing here, most likely with a cloudy IPA like this, is some of the pulp from some of the fruits that they squeeze in here, and they don't filter them out on purpose because as the beer kind of ages, it kind of soaks up some of that nice citrusy flavor. You can kind of taste the hops. It's not as much as I would have expected, but now American IPAs truly are different than some of these. Well, let me rephrase that. The East Coast IPAs are definitely different than the West Coast. West is a lot more piney. This one is definitely got some pininess to it, but it really overpowers with the sweetness. So enough of all that. Let's get into it. Cheers. So, I'm not typically a fan of beers this unfiltered. This is really, really good. It's got a real nice hoppy flavor on the front end. That's the Cascade hops. You can definitely tell them. Definitely taste a little bit of that puckerness of the piney. It's extremely sweet in the middle of the palate, and it just dissipates very quickly, but it has a tad bit of stickiness to it that kind of sticks around and says, try me again. Better than it looks, better than it smells, and it's all about the taste. So, I would definitely say this is better than a lot of the unfiltered. I want to be very clear. I'm very particular about IPAs. Of the unfiltered IPAs, this is one of the better ones. It's extremely effervescent with its fruitiness, but it dissipates very quickly. So we reviewed Lupin River recently, one of the most fruity IPAs I've ever had, and it absolutely just stuck on your palate for seconds. This one dissipates a little quicker, which is nice. It's a little bit lighter. There's no bite to it at all. There's no booziness to it at all. It's got a really good kind of balance of flavor, but it definitely has that mouthful. I would call this a medium to a full-bodied IPA, which is unique because it definitely fills your palate. So this is a beer I would probably reserve for kind of like the one beer that night, or you're not going to have dessert and everyone's going to have a fruity tooty, Rudy, whatever, middle of the summer type dessert, and you just want a beer. This would be very good. I would definitely buy this again. This is a very good find, good gift. I would probably give this beer a 4 out of our rating scale between 1 and 5. I think it's got some good characteristics to it. I think it stands up in the market in the IPA realm that's so crowded. It's got some unique characteristics to it that I think lends to buying it again. But I also think not only buying it again, it has some qualities to it that definitely separates itself from a lot of the beers in the market. Because there are a lot of beers in the IPA flavor that aren't worth your money. I'd buy this again. I like it a lot. So anyway, it was a long video, but very different beer and than what I expected. So if you've tried it, let us know. Leave comments on our YouTube channel, on our website. We upload all the time on Facebook and on Twitter. We appreciate you subscribing to our channel, liking the video if you like it, and most importantly, we upload all the time, and we will see you again real soon. Cheers.